Okay, it's beer o'clock again on the Real Ale Guide. Today's beer is a beer from Coronado Brewing Company, and it is their Orange Avenue wheat beer brewed with spices. Now, this beer here is from the San Diego area of America, California way. I've reviewed a few of their beers and they've been absolutely cracking. Idiot IPA from Coronado is a brilliant beer. There's their mermaid bottle cap. On this one, I'm really looking forward to getting into this beer. Let's get it open. Wow. Plenty of carbonation in this one, plenty of smoke. Oh, and look, the glug tells itself, doesn't it? Tells its own story, almost kind of tells you about the beer, what it's going to be, and the beautiful head. 3 fingers ahead, it's white, it's fluffy, booming carbonation here in the glass, as you'd expect from this style of wheat beer kind of style. They are very carbonated, they're very yeast orientated in the flavour. The head is dissipating quite quickly. I'm going to get my nose into this light, very clean, this very clean looking beer. There's no sediment in there. If you were served this in a bar, or if you, like I've just poured this out myself in the bottle, you would be very pleased with the clarity of this beer. Very kind of sexy looking beer. Let's get a nose then. Pale coloured, I should say, pale coloured. I've kind of washed it round and produced a great big head again now, so I'm picking up spice. Spicy kind of, definitely there's orange in there. I think the best thing to do, I get a hint of citrus, the best thing to do is to dive into this one. It's 5.2% ABV. Yeah, let's give it a go. Cheers. Oh wow. Very, as I mentioned earlier, it's a yeast forward, a kind of a yeast prominent flavour normally in these beers, and that is so true with this one. It's dry, nice and dry, very yeasty, that kind of certain yeast strain that produces this kind of fruitiness of the beer, almost citrusy, lemon, kind of lemon sherbets I always seem to get with that kind of yeast strain. There's banana, obviously there's orange, there's a definite kind of, it's almost like they've infused it with fresh orange. I'll have a look later on. I've not read the bottle. It is spicy. Almost tangerine. It's like when you normally pick up orange in a beer, it's not quite orange. It's the closest thing it can be to orange. But this one is actually like it's this freshly. You can taste the fresh orange that's been put in the beer, whether it's satsuma or a tangerine or something that's just been squeezed in. But it makes the beer massively refreshing. Really nice. Let's talk about the mouthfeel. Mouthfeel for me is it's carbonated. It's these kind of Belgium orientated, German orientated beers are always very carbonated, zingy on the tongue, very drinkable. When you talk mouthfeel, it's obviously a kind of, when I say thin, I don't mean thin as in as in bad, I mean thin, but in the best possible sense really. It's very drinkable, it's very refreshing, it's bang, you could sit cool it. If what I've done, I've put this, it's cold outside, I put this against the back wall of my cupboard, so it's quite cool. I live in a bit of a dingy old house, and it's below ground, so we never get any sunshine in the kitchen, so it's an ideal cellar really for the beers. All the beers behind me, the glasses, they're all cool because of the kind of underground kitchen I live in. But the point I'm trying to make is that if I had another bottle of this, I'd probably whack it in the fridge and cool it right down, just to give it that extra kind of forward edge on being refreshing. Banana-y, orange spice. It's very, very dry, yeast forward. Wonderful beer, really enjoying it. This Coronado Brewing Company, they seem to be a very, very solid brewery. They seem to kind of, they know their stuff. They know they're not just going to brew something and chuck it out. They're really going to like research how to brew this style of beer and give it a go. Pardon me, okay. From the ocean to the bay, Coronado's main street was once lined with orange trees, hence the name Orange Avenue. It's a refreshing, flavourful and citrusy blend of wheat, coriander, orange blossom honey and California orange zest. It really does, it's so kind of lovely. That's the best possible term, would be orange zest. That would be the best way to describe this beer. Try it with a slice of orange for the ultimate Orange Avenue experience. Wow, what a beer. Really enjoy that. Brewed and bottled by Coronado Brewing Company. Coronado, www.coronadobrewingcompany.com. That's enough for me. I'm going to give you my final thoughts and a rating on Orange Avenue Wit by the Coronado Brewing Company. The best way to describe the beer has been described for me on the side of the bottle. Orange Zest is the name of the day for this beer. I've never been to America, but I imagined kind of visiting that area of San Diego, California, and seeing these orange lined streets with the sun banging down on you, 40, 50 degrees or whatever it gets to there, and finding a bar and getting a cold bottle of this and whacking it open and sitting there in the sunshine. I bet it's an experience in itself. For all the reasons I've mentioned, for all the flavours I've mentioned, I'm going to give this beer a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 beer from the Real Ale Guide. Thanks for watching me. Subscribe to my daily beer reviews. Put your comments in the comments box, and cheers.